Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Brezbel, and today we're back with some more SpellRogue.
I can help you.
I did actually accidentally manage to do this run on Descent 1, which was very annoying because I did not end up recording it. And we had a really good run with the Azure spells, which was kind of interesting and cool, which is kind of annoying. But it is what it is. I want to do another Hazel run, though, today. We're going to take this. Basically, we'll do is +2 to the lowest value die, return dice one, and we want to go. We'd like to go the Glimmer route, to be honest, because I think that will. The Glimmer or Blessing is kind of like the way I want to be messing around with this, right? Either create lots more die or do other stuff as well, because this will also give more. But as I have not done it with the Blessing, we'll do Blessing again. And we'll try and do this run another time, I guess, is the way we're going to go about it. See what happens. We did do really well last time, and I kind of misunderstood how some of this stuff... Actually, that's actually fine. I'll take that and get a this straight away. On a 4, we get that, or just +3 to lowest value die. That's actually, like, really, really good. Like, +3. Thorns isn't bad either if we get defensive stuff, but I don't see us going defensive. We'll hold on to it for now. We'll hold on to it for now and see what happens, right? So yeah, we're going to do a redo, pretty much, of what we did last time, but better is the plan. At least in theory, right? At least in theory. Attack that guy. Do it again. And then kill that guy off. Take a bit of damage, that's fine. That is fine. Indeed. I gotta think like how we want to do this. Like, do we want to stack up blessings and like really use them efficiently, or do we want to go like other routes as well? Carapace is kind of nice for a defensive tool. I will pick it up straight away. We've got an early shop here, which isn't actually that bad, so we'll jump there. Yeah, I think a lot of people underestimate the power of an early shop, because it's an early shop, right? Now, I could block for 10, gain a blessing for the next turn, but I don't see how that's really gonna help me. I could do 16 damage to the front guy and just be done with it. Or we can do this. And kind of almost min-max a little bit. We still get to do the 16 damage. I get to block for 6 as well. I take nothing. Carapace is such a good spell, I think. Even with like the receive 1 sap, it really does balance itself out with the effect quite nicely. We flip these over. So I could take 5 damage here if we have to, but I'd rather just get rid of both the ability for them to defend and defend up. So essentially we now can... Yes, essentially we could have worked that out really well, couldn't we? Sometimes I think the game dislikes me when it rolls stuff like that. Then back straight into this. Let's mulch something, why not? Yeah, but you know. I know I'm unlucky, so it's fine. We can deal with the rest of that without any issue. Ooh, graft mana. We get saplings, we get javelin, or we go flourish. I do like flourish, right? Like for 2 5s, I get basically 2 5s and 6s back, which doesn't really do much by itself. But then you could have like enchant dice with glimmer, or giving an extra spell. There is, you know, ways around that. Graft mana is kind of interesting. It's another way to kind of get more value out of the die I already have by using it twice, or just like doing other things with it. Interesting. I don't want to spend spells. I'll take the graft mana because it is still really good and like it's sellable as well, right? It's the main thing. Yeah, we'll pick up the shard. Don't really know what to do with it yet. Could have forced 2 elite fights, but I think an early shop can actually really decide on what we're doing here. Ooh. Bloom bolts, hey? Do we do this again? With blessing, and the blessing starts. This doesn't roll, but it's still good enough. This doesn't add value. I think we pick up Bloom Bolt here. And then we focus on trying to get as many 6s as we can. Right? Like, for rolling wise, which I'm going to sell the graft mana for this. Just because I'd rather have the cash here, originally. The Glimmer die would be interesting, but there's something else I really want from here that could actually help. So we'll leave shop. Roll an extra dice on deplete, or just increase it even further for, like, roll the combat. If I'm depleting this and getting an extra die, what am I doing with it is kind of the argument. But that could give me an extra 6. This just gives me more damage, which is an extra 1 per 6. So I'm going to take that. Kind of annoyed that I didn't take the other spell beforehand, but that's fine, really. Drop this to 2, or just give this more armor. Again, I think I'll hold on to it for now. I don't think there's any point. We'll try and face this elite and see what we can do. Yeah, we're not going to use that yet. Again, I don't know what I'm using it for, so... So yeah, like every 6 rolls. Now, I want to see, does this work in the way I expect it to? So we'll do this first. It goes to 4. No. So that's something to watch out for. We've got to make sure we're aware of that. That just one-shots you. That is fine. Deal damage there, and then do it again. Lots of 6s. Interesting. Now, I'm gonna put that in there. No, it doesn't count as rolls, but if I roll a 6 off that, that counts as a 6, right? Can't test it. Darn. It's kind of important to be able to test these things, right? So I want to get as many blessings as I can to make sure I keep rolling 6s every time I ever do anything. Like that's the main goal here. I think we just go for the defense here. Yeah, does this do it again? No. I'm trying, I really am. I'm trying to force it to see, because I think it does go up. Because I got 3 and I only really rolled 2, so I'm like where's this extra 1 damage come from? Oh no, it goes up by 3. Okay, I only rolled it twice. It's difficult to know when your brain is meant to be working, when it's not working. Well, we win here anyway, so... Nothing else to worry about. Ooh, a blessing with gleaming exterior. That is really nice, so we'll pick that up. At this point, we get rid of Carapace. Having 2 abilities to get it could be even better as well. I will do that, I think. Because at least having this twice is kind of better than this for the moment. Let's face the elite. Like, the main thing for me is collecting sixes, right? Like, that's the whole point of being able to do it. Yeah, so it doesn't actually trigger. So, like, using 2 sixes there just to get the defense rather than chucking them into Bloom Bolt is kind of like the whole idea of it. And I could, like, set up Bloom Bolt to other stuff later, or just, like, deal 4 damage, which we want to do that. So now I got 2 Blessing again coming for next turn, so pretty much any 4 is a 6, which, as you can see there, is really good. Again, set the Blessing up here, we can just deal 4 damage, and carry on. But the more dice I have, the better off this is going to be, so it is kind of like a really good idea. All we care about is 6s at this point. Don't care about anything else. And I keep getting at least, like, a fair amount of them. And I guess we'll chuck that in there for now. They would do 28 damage, so the moment I can trigger this twice is game over, which that didn't take long. We'll take my rewards. I don't care for any of these, to be honest. The return with dice if marked is kind of interesting. Terraform for 6s with some defense is pretty good. Pulverize is kind of interesting with -3 return, so I can still use it. But I want to roll dice more than anything else. So I'll take Terraform. It's a really good defensive spell. And I will upgrade to have that defensive spell put in. We'll go here, we'll go for the event, and then we'll face the boss. This will truly be a blessed run. Okay, so he's setting up for that stupid play. I should, like, try and take that bit of damage out of him if I can, and then do some damage there. It still generates the stupid thing that I can't deal with, but I can one-shot it, so it's still good, I guess. The issue I have is trying to deal damage consistently without being able to attack stuff, right? And also, like, defending and stuff, so I mean, eventually I'll have enough of these, but it's like I need more 6s to generate more 6s to keep the whole thing going. Which is the kind of annoying bit. Well, taking this guy out first is probably a good idea. Roll that into this, which means I can take this guy out with no problem. And I guess I did that the wrong way around, really, but we'll just set up some 4 defense so I don't take any more damage from that guy. It's a shame I never got the 6 on that. I think that's the best way, because, like, I can't really deal with these guys anyway, and all I really want to do is take care of this, so I really just want to hit this thing, like, twice, and then with, like, an extra bit of damage, so I'm kind of just waiting on, like, one big turn, which I'm not really getting, but I'll have to use a potion here. Don't want to use it, but it's just going to be easier if I do. kind of wanted to save that potion for the boss, but I think at this point, like, I was rolling terribly enough that it was worth doing. Ooh, presence of mind for foresight. On a 6, roll countdown -1. As we will be rolling lots of 6s, that is actually an upgrade to what we currently have. I have not upgraded that, so that's fine. And then to the event. Get max life, gain a defense spell or an attack spell. We'll try defense, because I kind of would like some of those. Fortitude is always in my wheelhouse of stuff I would like to have. I will pick that up. Now the question here is do I just like stick with this? And go like this sort of build where we try and focus on using these two first and whatever gets left over gets put into this, but I can't use that yet, so Healing 12 or 3 dex life, or just 6 life and then reroll a spell. Let's do the reroll a spell. Terraform's kind of out now, and so is Carapace, because I've got better options. So power. Interesting. I already got power gain anyway, just with the way I want, so let's reroll those. And do 18 damage to complete all non-attack spells. Sure. It's kind of interesting. I mean, it's sellable as well, so it's worth just checking out. That's the main thing you want to see straight away, is a way for me to be able to just trigger everything immediately. And put that there, so if I roll another 6, it just triggers straight away. Which we do. I'm going to kill that guy off, because he's dealing damage to me. That's another 6, we can get that up there, and yeah. Ways to trigger blessing on repeat is what we're looking for. Worry about that later. I should use this potion at some point. I'm being a coward about it and not using it, and it's like, it's quite annoying. A lot of people. So let's use it now, shall we? As we got double blessing set up and we're having lots of die come in, so. That's a lot of 6s. You can die. You can also die. We'll get that there. That becomes another 6 there. Check that in. 2 4s. Then we just double attack. Yeah, delightful. I haven't had a Bloom Bolt build before, and I was always really like, I was quite happy with how it performed, right? Like, because the ability to keep ramping up lots of 6s is, you know, still kind of cool. All I need to do on way is just try and get these, like, in a usable state. Because eventually I would just, like, hit this thing for stupid damage and be done. At least that's like the plan, right? To get like 41 and then just like one-shot them. But unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. So, found there. Why did you become that? That still gives me a blessing, and I technically can attack if I want to, but there's no point. Just set that up and accept some damage. Ooh. Still can't kill that in one shot, so... Super defense. No point attacking, so get some of the defense next turn. But the rampart is actually pretty good, right? Okay, now we can kill. The more die we have, the better off this will be as well. Like, that's the other limiting factor currently at the moment. So Curse is terrible. Don't want it. This is kind of nice for like the odd turns that I actually get them, but I think get better. Receive a Sap, I probably think is the best here. I'm not happy about it, but I'll accept it. I can get like barrier and stuff anyway, and we technically have a barrier output already, so it's something to be aware of. Do that, and we start with 1 Thorns. During turn 3, cannot gain any block, but I get to choose and gain a rare spell. Fatigue. Yeah. I'm gonna reroll these, I'm not happy about them. Destroy random die when you have more than 4. Boss battles start. Anyway, yeah, I'll do that. So I want to go to the shop anyway, so we'll go that route. See what we can get. -4 countdown to all spells. Yeah, red candle seems fine. I'll take red candle any day of the week. Impure Offering would seem kind of cool, but I'm not happy about using that either. Extra attacks are kind of cool. Block but the Vex die. Metamorphose. We've done this one before, and I do like it, because it kind of would scale nicely with the Fortitude, the barrier, right? Because I can just do, like, extra barrier on this, and then use it once per turn, pretty much. Is it worth picking up, though? Not really. Turn 3, gain barrier. Reduce damage lost by 1. Save time for losing health. Gain power. Let's reduce that health loss a little bit. So this is exactly what I was talking about straight away. Like, oh look, we ramped up massively straight away without even trying. And then I can just use 2 of these to kill off like the big guy straight away. And I can fully block as well, so we've got no issues there. That's disappointing. You know, it's still workable. It is still workable. See, I can do this now instead. Really? Did not work in the way I thought it would. Oh well. So 2 random spells. Okay, I gotta work on that. Make sure I know what's going on. That's a kill. My brain's trying to figure out for like later runs and like what I want to be doing in the priority of stuff, so. Gain power, tracking. Combat start with blessing. Mark 1 enemy for 3. I do like the blessing. A little bit awkward on the whole thing that does give me a way to get. I don't need more blessing at the start of combat. What am I thinking? I'm just going mad there. Let's reroll, see what we get. Glimmer, interesting. Sapling on deplete. We actually should pick up Flourish here. Because, yeah. The Glimmer's not pretty great, but the extra spell charge could be. In this case, this can now go out, and we have Flourish instead. Now, do I go for this boss fight? Is my question here. I think I need a lot more of the shards, so I think I should. Right? Admittedly, this is probably the worst ones. If I don't get 6s, I can't attack, pretty much, is going to be the issue here. But, like, 2 5s still work really well if I can cast them, so... But even not even 2 5s, like a 4 and a 6, and then I can roll those as well, so... We're not in a bad kind of phase or anything like that. Cool, landed on the one I wanted. So I can fully block, and we set up 3 blessings for next turn, so 50% of the time I roll 6s. He says, while not rolling 6s. Put a 6 in there, put that in there as well. 2 5s did not work out the way I wanted it to. Okay, you went down to 1, so I could kill you off and then try and block for 12. If at all possible. Which I probably should do, but I think I need to just, like, ramp up the damage on, like, one of these guys straight away. And accept the punishment of, Okay. They're taking some damage. Right. Cool, you are the real one. That works nicely. We can set... Can I set that up to actually work in my favor? Yes, we can. I'm going to take some damage, but that's fine. How much damage does I do? 15. I can use that to see which one's which, and then we kill the other one off. Cool. So we chuck this potion at something. You're the fake. You're the real. That's probably the most dangerous fight, just because my set was awkward. Deal 5 damage again and block. Don't care, don't care. We'll re-roll then. Carapace is back. That's there. Don't really care about any of these, so... Take Carapace again. Yeah, put this in. And I will put an... I don't need to put another attack in now, do I? I think this will work fine, right? At least it's sort of like a temporary solution. I'll do this fight, go to this event, and then go face off the other elites and see what happens. Silence die. Interesting. I am not happy about it. Use the 3 there. So that to be a 6. So go... that into that and deal damage. That triggers that. I get the barrier from it. We have 1 that because that actually got triggered as well. So yeah, I guess I don't really need to trigger this consistently anymore. I'm genuinely not happy. About this fight. And again, it's mainly because like they're doing all the stuff I hate the most. Like, what I'm meant to do against that? Let's get easily gets triggered. Nothing much can do except dump it in there for now. Barrier's kind of helping. Ish. Yeah, but those are horrible, especially when they like double silence you at the start, making your next turn either like useless or you gotta specifically figure out what you're doing. Earthquake could be interesting. Front enemy. Don't really care about that either. We'll reroll. Gaia's Wrath. Interesting. Works for 6s, but not really for what I want. I will take it though, because it is sellable, I guess. Better than some other ones I got. And, you know, may end up working for me. Let's go to the event. Just in case you want to back out at some point. Receive gold, pay gold, get 2 random potions. Yeah. Don't really care for that. I'm in a state where I'm probably not the best off taking this elite fight. But I'm going to anyway. Just hopefully it's not the Crones. It's not the Crones, it's this guy instead, which is just as bad, so. You're going to use this potion straight away. That's 2 5s, which can go into there. There's 6, which is kind of good. 6 and 6. Don't care about those. Then we just set this up to do 18 damage to that guy. We kind of got ruined by that particular spell there, which I'm not happy about, but with some of these... we can actually be kind of defending up a little bit. Cool. Use this straight away. Kind of hurt myself more than I wanted to there. I wouldn't be surprised if I killed myself. Let's use this potion. Really? 1 out? One out. I don't take any chances. I was thinking, should I let the regen potion try and regen some more? But it's like it's not worth it. Not a fan of any of those either, or any of these. So I guess I'll just take the flying grip, I guess, and just get rid of it. Over to this guy. Dark Arts is kind of interesting, though I don't really want to. We could get 2 weak, which is kind of fine, really. What we're trying to do, right? I guess choose a rune. On Blessing, -3 countdown, which is kind of exactly what we're doing. So I can cast this, essentially, without having to worry about it. I think I got kind of lucky there. Let's do that. Okay, well, what are we upgrading? What's the plan here? Do I put that in there? Do we just increase the damage or decrease the cooldown? On use for -2 to run a spell. On that could be triggering more often. I'm thinking that just because the fact that it does deplete when I use that as like a Hail Mary play is fine. Have no potions. So the real question is like, what am I attacking? I do have a challenge to kill the body more than I actually do the turtle. So should we try and go for it? Like attack this guy instead and just see what happens. See if we're capable of actually taking that guy out. And then 9. Yeah, we've got 9. I'm already defended anyway, so we don't need to worry about anything else. So we just deal the damage right here. And then turn. Like, I'm not doing much now, but I think I could probably end up winning. Right? That's a 6. And a 5. Cast this, just get the die, maybe get more 6s out of it. I'm at 10. Doing this and this to get the 16 damage. Gets me 2 barrier, and then I'm fully blocked again. We're ramping up. We're going to do a challenge, folks. We're going to try and do a challenge. Still at 6 back. Cool. -4 to everything. Then we can chuck the 6 in there to get more 6s. Chuck a... No. I would like to get some of the damage reduction first. Like the actual... effect of being able to defend myself. You know? That would be nice. Okay, that's doing 17 damage and then basically getting himself back up again. I'm doing 31 with this still, so... Not the best, not the worst. Turn that to a 6, check that in there. Take 31 damage. And then... Yeah, that's still worth it. Am I at 6? That gives me 18. I trigger all of that. I have 3 blessing. It's starting to ramp up. It is starting to ramp up. That's 2 5s. Another 6. That is quite a lot of damage coming from him, though. Am I being too greedy on this? I might be. I'm not opposed to the idea of me maybe being a little bit too greedy, but I think there is a limit, don't you? Okay. This is not the build to try and do it. It's close. It's close, though. Like... I think I have a really good option to try and be able to do that without killing any of the heads, but... yeah. I would have to say it's not the choice I should be doing currently. Not saying it can't be done. It definitely can be. Just, I am probably not going to have a good time by doing that. It's a very interesting build, I will admit that again. Like, I'm getting the cool build setups, like, straight away. This is kind of nice. Just kill you off. And change that over to that. So we have 2 5s to roll those. Get 2 5s back. I guess we'll just deal 16 damage to you. Probably should kill this guy off instead, but... because I don't really want the curse. Not they seem to affect anything. That's delightful. You get to die because you're cursing me. I wouldn't let some sort of stupid serpent try and curse me. That sounds terrible. Do that. Get 5 and a 4 with 3 left over. So, yep. Attack you again for 16. That can just straight up die. Oh, we're done. I tried to be clever. I wanted to see what I could do with the whole thing, but I guess I can't. Dreadstone, perfect. We'll take that. The Void. Let's go. I have a good amount of money. Turn 1, receive a fumble. That's actually kind of fine. I don't mind that. Receiving a fumble in turn 1. Solidify. Gain 2 barrier. Or 3. This could be the better way. Gain a blessing. Roll a die for each blessing. Reef. That is exactly what I want. Technically it's better than Flourish, right? And I can kind of keep Flourish as well. I guess this doesn't really matter anymore. Then maybe we start gaining power with this. No idea. We've got an early shop. Could go shop. Could go ritual as well. Let's go event. Lose shelter. Choose to gain a void spell. To be honest, I'm probably not going to be able to cast that much anymore. But I still think it's worth keeping. I'm not paying gold because I got a shop coming up, so... I'm going to disenchant a spell here. We'll get rid of Carapace again, because it's probably the only one that doesn't really fit the bill. Let's see what we get. Nothing much there, but we'll take the fixation. There's something to sell at the shop, and then go to shop. Bastion. Do like that. I can force that to happen really well for this build as well. Don't know why I did that. Trinity. For attack spells, not really doing that. And then each turn, deplete the rightmost playable spell. Need 2 block. I like that. That works quite nicely. So, Fisher's gone, Fixation, Rampart can go, that can go, Gaia's Wrath can go as well, I think, because now Fortitude pretty much works to my advantage. We'll take Bastion, because again, that's something I can actually use, and I think... we take out Flourish for it. So the rightmost spell is this one that kind of gets disappeared. Mulch I can then trigger into 5s from 6s. Relief can go into a whatever. This still works for the 6s stuff. And yeah, Countdown on Blessing. Gain 5 Thorns, max life. We'll leave the shop. I think we're all good now. I think we've got a decent setup. I don't see there being any issues going forward, really. At least in theory. So, like, there I can just do this straight into there. And I have 6s available. This just immediately allows me to start, like, attacking as well. So, I should attack this to try and get rid of it. Hmm. 2 4s becomes a 3 and a... Yeah, not really what I wanted, but... Hey-ho. We'll do that, use this, attack that again. Does that spell have a better upgrade than what I'm thinking of currently? What's that upgrade? Well, 2 die for each blessing, but I don't gain the blessing, which I'd be disappointed by, or reduce it to 7. That's pretty good. This can give more charges, or just increase by 2 for the combat. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting indeed. That and 4. Hilariously enough, I can actually force another blessing here. Like, I didn't think I could, and then I was like, actually, I can, and it's kind of hilarious, because now I just do that. Really? But like 23 damage is quite a lot still. What's to kill him that? Bunch of extras. Again, I can actually force that to trigger anyway by using that twice, so... Wish I should sacrifice this to do so. And I have a 2 3s. And I can get a defense on there, actually, the 4 defense, if I wanted to, but I don't think there's any point. I'm going to take a bit of chip damage regardless, but... Yeah, wrong choice to defend there, my bud. Wrong choice to defend there. Don't even need to kill that. I killed that off first, anyway. Yeah, so this is the point where I'm like, what do I really do here, right? So I got a 6 and a 4. Lots of extra die. That 6 can go in there. That can go in there. Kill that off. Turn that to a 6. And then cast it twice. But I don't need to. And then, yeah, that triggers to keep giving me 2 barrier every turn. 2 barrier and 6 block, I would like to point out. So 8 block per turn I get every single time, and it just keeps increasing every time it's used. Cool. Block potion. Delightful. Don't care about that. Increase by 9 if able to remove a blessing. That would seem great, but I don't really want it. Charge the spells, power drain, Supreme Charge, take Spirit the Forest. I'm not going to use it, but I kind of miss having Flourish. Like, I don't think I need Bastion either because of the way that it's being played. That's not been being played anyway. I don't think I actually ever get this to work now. I mean, it works to keep me having 6s per turn, so I can cast it later. But like, is like having Bastion just better for defensive purposes? I'm gonna try that out instead. Like, what this should do is allow me to roll more 6s consistently, with like less strain and worry about like what I've got to cast each turn. Let's look at trying to take this guy out first. I mean, he is a summon anyway, so just die to these two, but I think the weakness aura could be annoying. So yeah, I do 5 in there. Do I even want to do 5 there? I think just like doing that and that first is a lot better. And then going double 5, roll 2 more die. I get the 6. We put that in there as well to do damage wherever. Fine, we'll start doing damage here. And then use the 5 to defend. And turn. Use that and that. Deal the damage. Well, that rolls 5s and 6s, so it is actually better to do that first. Do that again here. Get another 6. Turn that to a 5. Put that in there first. Do that there. Get a 5 back. And then just cast this straight away. Yeah, the Fortitude does really work with this Crucible. We'll do this and this. We get 2 dice rolls, 3 dice rolls, because that also triggers. Do the Flourish as well, because I think you're going to be fine otherwise. That's a 5 for my defense. Use that as well, because why not at this point? That's a kill on that. That 5 goes there, and we're done. Okay, I think once we start get going, this is the better build, because I'm always going to keep the Bastion alive as well, and I think that has a massive impact on kind of like what I'm capable of doing, right? Two 5s again, might as well chuck them in there. We can force some 5s to happen, so I guess just pass here, because I don't want to trigger this, because I can't hit that, and it'll just swing back at me, and I'll do like 55 damage to myself. And then we just trigger that, hit you in the face, do it again, and then do this one, because that also triggers the other blessing. Hit you in the face. Yeah, I think this is the better build. I think this is the better build. Aspect of Earth seems interesting. Growing Blade would seem interesting, but it's a little bit late. Let's reroll. Pick roll of X die. Don't care. Don't care. Pick up the kill shot. Why not? Take this event. Lose an attack spell and gain Devoted. So get rid of the kill shot. We lose a non-attack spell for 2 Holy Water Potions, or receive the mark, and turn 1 we gain a curse, but we gain a rune. Turn 1 gaining a curse does not seem actually that bad, although it will slow me down. The extra foresight would be nice though. Lose the kill shot. We'll take that. The foresight would be really useful. What have we got here? Stitch and Die would seem not that great. Flare Pox is pointless. We'll sell both those spells off. Then we'll get to choose a random artifact, which is turn 1 gain 15 block, turn 1 gain 2 barrier. That's a good setup actually. Yeah, Protective Feather, we'll take that. And then we'll move on. We'll get my healing and then we'll face the boss. Let's see how we do. Making up for the issue I had with the Blessing Run last time. Yeah, next combat, so... You get an extra die to start off with as well. This is going to be working really well. That goes there. Now I can... start having fun straight away. I have 9. I guess we'll do that first. Turn that to a 6. We have a 2. Then we can turn that to a 4. So we have 2 4s. Both those can go into there. You get a 5 and a 6. So that and that can go into there to give me a blessing plus the rolls. You can then deal damage. I can check this 5 into there. And now... I was having to turn that into a 5. My bad. Bit of a waste, but, you know. Not my mulch. How dare you predict my mulch? This sounds terrible. A 6 and a 4. 2 5s. 1 5 there, 1 5 there. Put that 5 there, then that 5 there. Check the 3 there to deal the damage to this guy. So at least he is dead. And I guess I'm taking... no damage. I will admit it is kind of dumb that I can just like keep doing this on repeat, and like now I can like just one-shot these hands. So I don't like you doing predicted. Your defense is pointless. That 6 and the 4 can go there. 2 5s. I will check a 6 into this to get it healed, I guess. 2 5s can go into there. Now we'll do my 35 damage to this hand. And there, pass turn. I don't even use the red candle anyway. Like, that's what's more dumb about it. Oh, cool, we still keep up with them. That's brilliant. I thought I was going to have issues with trying to deal the damage to them all the time. But looking at it, I think we're in the lucky set. That's a lot of 6s. I can force 2 5s though, that's brilliant. Kill that guy off now. Just get some more armor from that. Not that it's needed. This is kind of hilarious. I honestly never thought I'd ever get like a run like this where I could essentially just go nuts, really, right? Like the balloon bolt is like really good. I don't need to do this, but I'm also get as much armor as possible. Like, getting 12 from this. This is just 14 by itself, so this is like a barrier in its own. With 3 blessing, I'm pretty much guaranteed to roll at least a 6 or more. The hands can't keep up with my scaling anymore, like they're falling behind. It is kind of funny. And the fact that it's probably more efficient for me to actually it's more efficient for, as they would say, to throw hands than it is you know, to hit their face and hit their hands as such as well with this run. I mean, it's over, right? It is over. There is nothing that can be done anymore. Let's see what that goes first. That 5 can go there. That 5 can go there and there. That goes there, that 3 goes there to deal damage to that thing. Like, it's easier for me to hit them there than it is actually do anything else. But I'm like, no, I want to extend this. I want to do as much damage as possible in one turn. My Bloom Bolt dealing 106 damage now, which is a one-shot to this guy, so we are done here. And the thing is, I don't even need to cast it. That's a blessed run. And show all the stats again there. Like, we did really well. Like it could still got. I still could have gotten stronger, right? I could have changed this, so I roll 2 die for each blessing, which means I do lose a blessing, which kind of breaks the combo, but could be slightly better. This on the casts, gain more damage output would have been better. The flourish could have been improved as well. Other than that, like, everything else is just really usefully done. Yeah. And the artifacts weren't exactly that great. I've only really got one, which was the Crucible, which really helped out, and the extra die could have been better, but yeah. I'm glad I redeemed myself compared to the last run. Slightly better after my poor mistake choices. But again, if you do enjoy these videos, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.